Good evening. Here's the news at 9. First, the highlights. Lagos State Government approves upgrade of LASUCOM into University of Medicine and Health Sciences. House of Representatives frowns at slow pace of work on Abuja-Kaduna-Kano Road projects. On the foreign scene, Georgia's Prime Minister rejects vote-ringing claims as President Salome Zurabishvili calls for mass rally. And in sport, Ethiopian Olympic athletes breaks half-marathon world record. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, says the State Executive Council has approved the upgrade of Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASUCOM, to a specialized medical university to be named University of Medicine and Health Sciences, UMH. Sule stated this at a conference hall, Tefond Buildings, LASUCOM premises during a stakeholders meeting jointly organized by the Ministry of Tertiary Education and Ministry of Health with the management teams of LASUCOM and Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, in attendance. He noted that the draft law to establish a university has also been approved for submission to the Lagos State House of Assembly. Commissioner for Health Akin Abayomi said sizable expanse of land had been made available at Ketu Ejirin in Ekpe to serve as the main campus of the university, which will house the administrative buildings and the basic medical science programs. Abayomi also said that the clinical training will be at LASUTH and other designated clinical training facilities across the Bile administrative divisions. He explained that the innovative plan will allow the new university utilize the clinical personnel and infrastructure of other well-equipped general hospitals and even some private hospitals and laboratories in Lagos, training for a much larger number of medical doctors and other health professionals. Lagos State government has kicked off the implementation and enforcement of the newly deployed e-collab system in Lekki Free Trade Zone to effectively manage the influx of trucks within the axis. Special advisor to the governor on transportation, Shola Giwa, stressed that the initiative is crucial to preventing chaotic traffic conditions and indiscriminate parking, thereby preserving the real estate value and ensuring smooth operations along the Beju-Lekki axis. Giwa said Lagos State government will oversee traffic management and enforcement of the new system, saying the e-color platform will regulate the entry and exit of both wet and dry cargo trucks into the free trade zone, which will in turn enhance operational efficiency and reduce congestion. He further revealed that over the past few days, representatives from the Ministry of Transportation had actively engaged key stakeholders to discuss the deployment of the technology and ensure that all parties align with its effective use. Giwa pointed out that the initiative is a significant step towards sustainable development in the region, ensuring that the Beju-Lekki axis remains conducive to commerce and real estate investment. Lagos State government and critical stakeholders have expressed their commitment and support for the Lagos State Geographic Information Service, LAGSGIS bill, which aims to support development programs and provide a computerized and harmonized central database for all land administration processes in the state. Speaking during the LAGSGIS bill retreat, Special Advisor to Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu on e-GIS and urban development, Olajide Babatunde, said when passed into law, the bill will support development programs such as tourism promotion, industrial development, boundary resolution, property valuation, and re-evaluation for effective taxation and revenue collection. It listed others to include population and housing census operation, as well as planning of urban and rural settlement and transportation, flood and erosion control, mineral development, and communication planning, among others in the states. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, clarified its previous statement, retracting the claim that 5 bodies have been recovered from the Atlantic Ocean following the crash of a helicopter last Thursday. Director General of NSIB, Alex Bade, had announced that the number of bodies retrieved from the crash site had risen to 5. Retracting the announcement, The Director of Public Affairs and Family Assistance at NSIB, Bimbo Adeji, confirmed that only 3 bodies have been recovered. So Oladeji stated that the recovery of the remaining persons on board remains a top priority for the coordinated search, rescue and recovery team, and limited visibility prevented their retrieval as at that time due to the strong ocean currents. She also announced plans to deploy a remotely operated vehicle equipped with advanced sensors and cameras to the site to improve visibility and precision in the deep water environment. And now to the rest of the stories. The House of Representatives had a committee evaluating the progress of work done on the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano road and expressed displeasure with the state of the road. This is, as the committee described as unacceptable, the slow pace of work on the Abuja-Kano segment, on the Abuja-Kaduna segment by the contractor, and pledged to do everything possible to ensure the road project is completed soon for the use of motorists. Chairman of the committee, Aminu Jaji, stated this when he led members on an oversight visit to inspect the project. It will be recalled that the Minister of Works, David Umahi, had last week threatened to revoke the contract if the contractors failed to return to the site within 7 days and continue with the project expeditiously. Ekiti State Commissioner for Health, Oyebanje Filani, says the recently released report of the Nigeria Demographic and Health Survey showed that the state had recorded significant improvement in its health indices. Filani stated that the report indicated the neonatal, infant and under 5 mortality in the state had reduced by over 50% in the last 5 years. He said according to a breakdown of the report, teenage pregnancy had reduced by 35%, decreased unmet need for family planning by 30%, and increased facility delivery by 14%. Delta State High Court in Warri has issued an order restraining the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, from implementing its recent policy requiring a minimum admissible age of 16 years for university admissions in the country, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice filed against the board. JAMB, in a statement on October 16, has stated that only candidates who will be 16 years old by August 2025 would be admitted to tertiary institutions. This directive was a follow-up to the new policy by the Ministry of Education introduced, which states the adoption of 18 years as the minimum age for admission into tertiary institutions. Dissatisfied with JAMB's directive, a former Nigerian Bar Association chairman, Warri Branch, John Aipopo Martins, dragged the admission board to court. In a ruling delivered on Thursday, Justice Anthony Akpovi granted all the reliefs sought by the applicants. And now to foreign news. Georgia's Prime Minister, Iraqi Kobagides, had rejected all allegations of vote rigging and violence in Saturday's election and spoken of the disputed result as a landslide and crucial victory for the country. Official preliminary results from Georgia's Election Commission gave the ruling Georgian Dream an outright majority of 55%, despite exit polls for opposition TV channels suggesting 4 opposition parties had won. Georgia's pro-Western president Salome Zurabichvili had condemned the total falsification of the vote and called for opposition supporters to rally outside parliament on Monday. Election observers have suggested that a number of variety of vote violations may have affected the result, but the Prime Minister insisted that out of the 3,111 polling stations, there had been incidents in just a couple of precincts. Now sports. Ethiopian Olympic athlete Yomif Keljelsha had broken the men's half marathon world record, finishing in 57 minutes and 30 seconds at the Medio Marathon de Valencia in Spain. It shaved 1 second off the previous mark that was set by Kenya's Jacob Kipilbo in Lisbon 2021. Keljacha will host the world indoor mile record, broke away from Kenya's Daniel Mateko and Isaac Kipoich to win the race in record time. And that's our news at 9. But just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed watchtowers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Commissioner for Tertiary Education, Tolani Sule, says the State Executive Council had approved the upgrade of Lagos State University College of Medicine, LASICOM, to a specialized medical university to be named University of Medicine and Health Sciences, UMH. The House of Representatives had a committee evaluating the progress of work done on the Abuja-Kaduna-Kano road and expressed displeasure with the state of the road. We also told you that Georgia's Prime Minister, Irakli Kobakize, had rejected all allegations of vote rigging and violence in Saturday's election and spoken of a disputed result as a landslide and a crucial victory for the country. And in sport, Ethiopian Olympic athlete Yomif Keljelsha had broken the men's half marathon world record, finishing in 57 minutes and 30 seconds at the Medio Marathon de Valencia in Spain. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Olowokoroku. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.
Don't you think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source?